When dealing with limited space behind appliances like dishwashers, finding the right electrical receptacle is crucial. A standard duplex receptacle might not provide enough clearance for corded plugs, especially when an instant hot water dispenser shares the same outlet. In these situations, a duplex receptacle with a horizontal face on a vertical yoke can be a lifesaver. This design allows the plugs to sit side by side horizontally, minimizing the depth required behind the appliance. Two models that fit this description are the Leviton 5422H and the Cooper wiring devices 1520T. Both are designed with a horizontal face and a vertical yoke, providing increased space for corded plugs in tight locations. These receptacles can be found in a few different locations. Firstly, local electrical supply stores are a good place to start. These stores typically carry a variety of duplex receptacles, including those with horizontal faces and vertical yokes. The staff can also assist you in selecting the appropriate receptacle for the specific application. Secondly, online retailers such as Amazon, Home Depot, and Lowe's offer a wide selection of duplex receptacles, including the mentioned models. These websites provide detailed product information, customer reviews, and convenient purchasing options. Thirdly, the websites of Leviton and Cooper wiring devices offer the option to purchase their duplex receptacles directly. This ensures that you are getting a genuine product and may provide access to additional product information and support. Before installing a new receptacle, there are several important factors to consider. Firstly, safety is paramount. Always disconnect the power to the circuit at the breaker before working on any electrical wiring. Use a voltage tester to confirm that the circuit is de-energized. Secondly, consider replacing the existing receptacle with a tamper-resistant model for added safety, especially if there are children in the home. Tamper-resistant receptacles have internal shutters that prevent foreign objects from being inserted into the slots. Thirdly, use a ground fault circuit interrupter (GFCI) receptacle to protect against electrical shocks. GFCI receptacles are designed to trip and cut off power if they detect a ground fault, which can occur if there is a short circuit or if someone comes into contact with a live wire. GFCI protection is particularly important in kitchens, bathrooms, and other areas where water is present. Fourthly, ensure that the new receptacle is properly rated for the amperage requirements of the dishwasher and instant hot water dispenser. Check the appliance nameplates for the amperage ratings and select a receptacle that is rated to handle the combined load. A standard 15 amp receptacle may not be sufficient if the appliances draw a significant amount of current. In this case, a 20 amp receptacle may be necessary. When installing the new receptacle, follow these steps. Firstly, turn off the power to the circuit at the breaker. Secondly, remove the old receptacle from the electrical box. Thirdly, disconnect the wires from the old receptacle. Fourthly, connect the wires to the new receptacle, ensuring that the wires are properly connected to the correct terminals. Typically, the black wire, which is the hot wire, goes to the brass screw terminal. The white wire, which is the neutral wire, goes to the silver screw terminal, and the green or bare copper wire, which is the ground wire, goes to the green screw terminal. Fifthly, carefully tuck the wires back into the electrical box and mount the new receptacle to the box. Sixthly, install the cover plate. Seventhly, turn the power back on at the breaker and test the receptacle to ensure that it is working properly. Using a receptacle tester can verify correct wiring. It is also important to understand the National Electrical Code (NEC) requirements for receptacles in dwelling units. NEC Section 210.52 specifies the requirements for receptacle outlets in dwelling units, including spacing, location, and type of receptacle. Section 210.8 covers the requirements for GFCI protection in dwelling units. In kitchens, all receptacles serving countertop surfaces must be GFCI protected. Also, receptacles within 6 feet of a sink must be GFCI protected. Section 406.4 covers the requirements for replacing receptacles. When replacing a receptacle, it must be replaced with one of the same type and rating. If the existing receptacle is not grounded, it can be replaced with a GFCI receptacle or a grounding type receptacle if GFCI protection is provided upstream. When selecting a duplex receptacle, it is important to consider the quality and durability of the product. Look for receptacles that are UL listed, which means that they have been tested and certified by underwriters' laboratories. UL listing ensures that the receptacle meets safety standards and is suitable for its intended use. Also, consider the material of the receptacle. Receptacles are typically made of plastic or metal. Metal receptacles are more durable, but can be more expensive. Plastic receptacles are less expensive, but may not be as durable. When installing a receptacle, it is important to use the proper tools. Use a screwdriver to tighten the screws on the receptacle terminals. Use a wire stripper to strip the insulation from the wires. Use a voltage tester to verify that the circuit is energized. Use a receptacle tester to verify that the receptacle is wired correctly. If you are not comfortable working with electrical wiring, it is best to hire a qualified electrician. An electrician can safely and properly install the new receptacle and ensure that it meets all applicable codes and regulations. Working with electricity can be dangerous, and it is important to take all necessary precautions to protect yourself from electrical shock. Understanding wiring configurations is also important. Single-pole circuits control a light or receptacle from one location. Three-way circuits control a light or receptacle from two locations. Four-way circuits control a light or receptacle from three or more locations. When replacing a receptacle in a three-way or four-way circuit, it is important to identify the different wires and connect them to the correct terminals. Use a multimeter to test the wires and identify the common wire, the traveler wires, and the neutral wire. In summary, when faced with limited space behind appliances, a duplex receptacle with a horizontal face on a vertical yoke can provide a solution. Consider models like the Leviton 5422H and Cooper wiring devices 1520T available at electrical supply stores, online retailers, and manufacturer websites. Remember safety precautions, GFCI protection, amperage ratings, and NEC requirements during installation. If unsure, consult a qualified electrician.